Hello and welcome back to the Mwave Autumn CGPL 2016. My name is Elfish Guy, joined by Mike Star.
Hello.
And we're going to have a pretty interesting matchup coming up here, Mike, because both these teams undefeated so far. Legacy and Corvidae. The winner of this gets first seed from Group A.
Yeah, and it's going to be a cracker because, well, obviously, both going in undefeated. They're in both in pretty reasonable form. So I guess we could probably talk about some players to watch. I'm thinking from Legacy side that, well, of course, there's Havoc. But really for the season thus far, Ofnu has been the one doing quite a lot of damage for Legacy. So keep your eyes on him throughout the match, and Gratisfaction, of course.
Yeah, it kind of goes without saying whenever you're talking about Corvidae, you kind of do have to bring up Gratisfaction. And I guess that's sort of an interesting dynamic between these two teams. Obviously, the two AWPers kind of both really strong players for their teams. Obviously, the sort of the top tier carries almost for their teams. So, well, I guess it's going to be a battle of the AWPs in this one, especially considering we're on Mirage. Yeah,
exactly. So that mid battle is going to be really important, as always is on Mirage. And even just picks, Gratisfaction likes to pick the B-bomb site with his AWP. Often, Corvidae will just send him alone across to that bomb site just to see what he can come up with. And he's quite comfortable in working on his own in that kind of way. And he's willing to take on that responsibility for the team.
Yeah, I mean, they both also kind of have reasonably similar styles as well. Gratisfaction, you know, when he's on that CT side, does like to get aggressively into mid. We've seen him go jumping out of the window into mid a few times and that sort of thing. And that's something that Havoc does as well. He goes very aggressive with that AWP and takes a lot of duels early on in the round. So, well, I guess we'll have to expect to see some of these duels coming out quite early in the piece. Hopefully both the guys are going to be able to get onto the AWPs quickly as well, because then, of course, we're going to see some fireworks.
Yeah, so we're talking about high-risk, high-reward gameplay, and that's really exciting to watch. So really looking forward to getting stuck into that. Some map stats. So Corvidae on Mirage, they picked this 4 times over the season, so this is a map they're comfortable on, and they have not lost a map on Mirage so far in CGPL, Mwave CGPL Autumn 2016 season. So that's just very strong stats. But if you go across to Legacy, they picked Mirage once, and they've actually played it twice, and they've lost once. So have been beaten on this map. I'm just thinking it was Incept who beat them. So that's, Incept, that was during the regular season, of course, not here at the LAN itself. So that's another interesting one.
Yeah, well, you know that Legacy picked Mirage as well earlier today against Incept, and obviously they won that one. So it seems like they're pretty comfortable to be getting put on Mirage. And actually the interesting thing for me in this matchup is that we haven't actually seen Corvidae and Legacy go up against each other, at least not in CGPL, because they were in different groups throughout the league. So, they've ended up in the same group here because of all of the team changes Seedings and people that have dropped in and out and all that sort of thing. And anyway, it turns out Corvidae and Legacy end up in Group A here at the LAN, and having never basically faced each other before. So really we don't have all that much of a history to go off. Yeah, exactly. So well, it'd be interesting to see how they go. And obviously these two teams are, well, I don't know, you could say pretty evenly matched, at least on paper here.
Well, on paper, you've got to go with Legacy.
Yeah, okay.
Just due to the sheer experience that team has. And this is the first LAN for Corvidae.
It is.
And this is, the first Nationals for every single player in this team. Whereas Nationals are a thing that has been done many, many times before.
Yeah.
But we are about to go into the game. It is the Mwave CGPL Autumn 2016 season, brought to you by Mwave, of course.
Yep.
Make sure you check out the great gear that they have on their website. And NVIDIA, MSI, AOC, Netgear, Logitech, Plantronics, Turtle Beach, and AK Racing. And we're off into the first round, pistol round. Corvidae, as you can see, starting on the T side. Legacy opting for 2 in B, 1 pushing up B short. So quite a lot of focus towards that side. 1 in mid as well. And just Ofnu soloing that A bomb side. But he has been doing that anchor role for them pretty well.
Certainly going to be crucial for both of these teams to pick up this win here, because obviously we do know that Chiefs are in the opposite side of the bracket and they're expected to come out in first place.
Yeah.
And avoiding Chiefs would be, quite a big deal, because I think they're kind of head and shoulders above the rest of the competition in Group B.
Yes, certainly. So we were expecting Chiefs to go through in that first spot. So the loser of this match will likely play Chiefs, but of course that action's going to come to you after this one throughout the rest of the evening. All afternoon and into the evening perhaps as well. So minute left on the clock now. No real territory gain for Corvidae, no information gain. It looks like they're going to set up for some sort of mid push here. and we'll see how it all pans out.
Yeah, a few flashbangs coming out here actually from Legacy, but not really going to affect Corvidae all that much as they are starting to make their way up short and have managed to get in there, and the B bomb site is going to be under a little bit of pressure now here from Corvidae. There is 3 players there for Legacy though. There's going to be Lightstep to start off onto Alistair, and Gratisfaction will respond straight away onto Lightstep. This is looking pretty good here for Corvidae. They do get a couple of entry frags. As I say that though, Legacy responds. A few quick kills going in their favour, and it's a 3-for-1 as we do see Ins going down there to Ofnu.
Yeah, and the Legacy boys are pretty hyped as well already. Coach G behind them, making a lot of noise for them as he likes to do at LAN. Make sure you stay tuned for this whole match. At the end of this matchup, we'll be giving away an AK Vulcan FT for you as well. So if you like your skins, stay tuned and we'll do a raffle. But second round, we're looking at a couple of scouts from Legacy on Havoc and Buster and some UMPs and whatnot. And on the side of Corvidae, they've opted to buy into this round. And we have Deagle's armor and a couple of Tech 9 as well. So moving into the bottom of mid here, trying to get a little bit of information as well. They've been spotted out, some nice grenade work coming in there from Legacy as well. They put down to Steve down to 27. He hasn't actually seen anyone yet. And here comes another grenade, and that doesn't do anything, of course.
Yeah, a lot of grenades coming in here from Legacy, really trying to get a bit of control in towards Connector and in towards mid. It is going to be Alistair, though, to start us off here onto Lightstep. So a good early start, or not necessarily early, but a good first kill there for Corvidae, getting the player advantage in their favour. Still things wasted in the favour of Legacy as they do have that rifle advantage. But Corvidae have really, I guess, invested in this round reasonably heavily. They've got the pistol armored bike coming out here, so they certainly have a good opportunity. Ofnu down to 3 HP. It is going to be a couple of kills there, though, going towards Legacy, bringing things back to a 3 versus 3. And now Corvidae just looking a little bit worse for wear.
Trying to get the bomb down on the A-bomb side here. Havoc has picked off 1, but the bomb is still looking around the triple box there, and it's Ins with the Deagle trying to take on this battle as well. But coming in to back up now from the stairs is Lightstep, sorry, correction, APOC, and he takes him down there. So 2-zip now in favour of Legacy, and no bomb down in that first, well, either of those first rounds means the full eco now for Corvidae.
Alrighty, so Corvidae, of course, going to be having to be forced only onto those pistols this round here. Obviously, Legacy doing a pretty good job. Didn't lose too many weapons in the last round.
Just the one, yeah, I think.
So, I think it might have been two,
yeah.
But really, it didn't matter in the end, as they are going to be pretty well to this round as well. As Havoc picking up a couple there. Ofnu is going to come in as well with his M4 on that A-bomb side, picking himself up a double kill. And really, the throwaway round here for Corvidae is basically going as expected.
Exactly. And finished it off with the old grenade. So no guns lost in that round either. So moving into this first gun round. Now, because the Corvidae bought up in that second round, they're not going to be able to afford the AWP on Gratisfaction. And straight away, Legacy buying in quite significantly to this round, going for the WAWP setup on Buster and Havoc. And of course, both these players are very good with that weapon. And we'll see Buster's going to try and hold off this thing. And we can see Gratisfaction moving in towards B there. And it's a quick push up short. They've got down 2 already, but quickly from behind, Ofnu takes it from Connector and picks down 2. So we're back into a 3 versus 3, but the B-bomb side has been taken by Corvidae.
Yeah, this is a dangerous situation now for Legacy. Retaking that B-bomb side with a double AWP setup is going to be very difficult if Corvidae manage to get that bomb down and get some post-plant positions across. Alistair here on the lurk is going to try and stop Ofnu from rotating, but I think they know that they're both there. Alistair is going to win that duel. And now it's back to a 3 versus 2. The Legacy guys, both AWPs on this retake. I dare say this is not really going to happen.
Well, they look like they want to take it on regardless, at least do a little bit of economic damage and taking one of the weapons off. And they feel like they're pinched in this area, so they are going to go for it. In fact, moving into the bomb site, they're going to smoke off the bomb. But first of all, the kill goes into way of Gratisfaction. Havoc trades, picks up the AK, doesn't know where anyone is, and he's going to get caught out by Stage, is he? He comes through the smoke on the other side and finishes off the round. So 3-1 Corvidae picking up the first gun round in a pretty convincing fashion as well. They got that 2 early kills in mid, and then they're able to move into the B bomb site once those 2 kills have come down from the side there. So it was a really good timing on that split into the B bomb site, which able to get that positioning and then able to defend it. Alistair on the lurk coming in that window area as well, really shut off the opportunity to Ofnu have an impact on that round, or a further impact after he got the opening, or that second set of 2 frags in that opening trade-off.
Yeah, and we will immediately see Corvidae picking up that AWP on the in the hands of Gratisfaction, so we'll see if he can get anything done with that. At the moment, he's over towards the B halls, I believe. Really not making too much of an inroads into Legacy at the moment, but getting a little bit of positioning in towards mid is Corvidae, so they're going to be able to use that, utilize it, maybe towards a B split. At least that's what it's starting to look like here, or perhaps even an A fake.
Well, the bomb's still sitting outside the back of B side, so Buster comes through and takes down Gratisfaction, but his weapon isn't completely lost there, so they'll be able to recover it if they like, but they're actually opting not to. So Steege is falling right back here, so he's not going to be able to pick up that AWP, and potentially Lightstep's able to push through and pick that up and bolter up the defenses for Legacy, who picks up another kill. So they're actually in the lead at this point. In fact, they've put it down to a 4 versus 2.
Yeah, things not working out too well at all here for Corvidae. They're losing another player. That's Inns going down to Havoc, and this is really not a good situation at all. Corvidae going to have their economy reset. Alistair goes down as well, so really not a whole lot of cash in the bank here. Corvidae going to be forced on the eco, and Legacy starting to look pretty good on this CT side.
About as much money as a Immunity League of Legends player has.
Sure.
Anyway.
Well, even probably a little bit more, to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. So we'll move into this round. So losing that AWP is a pretty reasonable a loss for Legacy, but see them now, and it's something again for that quick pace, which has sort of worked out for Corvidae a little bit.
Yeah, that Molotov is going to hurt a lot, though. There's a grenade coming in as well. Corvidae just getting absolutely lit up. It's Lightstep with a double kill. Buster picking it himself up a 1, and Lightstep finding a 3rd. Double kill there for Buster, so really stoic defense on that B bomb site coming out from Legacy, not losing a single player. I don't even know if they took any damage, but regardless, the result is the same. Corvidae just get absolutely demolished.
Yep, they came in like a wrecking ball, and that was it, basically. But you should expect to take care of those sorts of rounds. If you're a team like Legacy against Eco Slaw, no armor, that is what's going to happen.
Looking like another quick, aggressive push coming out here from Corvidae. They're going to rush straight into mid. There is a smoke obscuring the vision there of Lightstep, but he still managed to find Urcast, and we'll get another one here. Actually, it's going to be APOC or Moku to find one onto Alistair there. Havoc as well chiming in. Inns goes down. This is looking very good for Lightstep, or for Legacy rather. As I say that though, Corvidae are going to cut back a couple of kills courtesy of Steege, finding themselves in a 2 versus 3 situation.
Legacy just overcommitting a little bit in mid, which is why they lost the 2 players there. Steege coming through on the flank from underpass to pick them up. So out the back of B is Gratisfaction with the bomb. But Steege is lurking through the connector here. So he's going to try and make the rotate across the from behind, going through this window area to try and catch off Lightstep off guard while Gratisfaction delays. But little do they know that at the same time, often it was coming from behind in B halls. So this is a flank on a flank on a flank, and the first kill goes the way of Lightstep. So
yeah, it was really a matter of timing, basically, who found who first, and in the end it was Legacy to reign supreme there. Offnu as well is going to take down Steege, so really very good situation in that sort of clutch part of the round there for Legacy. 6 on the board now. Corvidae just faltering a little bit at this final hurdle.
Yeah, picking up another, well, they had another Galil in that round as well, and I'm not a big fan. I think potentially maybe a double eco and put that warp into the hand of Gratisfaction. It's been a weapon for them. It's worked so well for them, for the length of the season, that why you wouldn't be, really trying to rely on that a little bit more than they have thus far on this map. It's particularly in the best of 1 scenario where everything's on the line. The seed placing for today. So grouping up for this A hit, coming up the ramp now. Good Molotov coming in from the Legacy guys.
Yeah, again, it's going to be a reasonably poor buy coming out from Corvidae, so we shouldn't expect too much. It is going to be Lightstep starting off onto Steege there. And of course, Corvidae having a little bit of trouble here, but they do manage to find one. But having said that, though, Legacy are responding well in kind. And no weapons retrieved at all here for Corvidae either. They might get one here. Ince is going to be able to pick up Havoc. That's an AWP in the hands. Really not for very long, though, as we see him go down straight away. So Corvidae now really in dire straits. 7-1 the scoreline.
Lightstep leading all comers in the frag front, followed up by Offnu as well on 9 frags. Sorry, we just got to pick up who's on 1 at the moment. Urcast not really getting much done Ince either, but the rest of the team on 4 kills. So this time we see Gratisfaction getting that AWP back into his hands. So he's going to try and pull up with something. He's at the top of mid as well, by the looks of things. So they're going to try and again put a lot of pressure on mid. They have been able to take some good areas in mid. They just haven't been able to do a lot with it after that. So really Legacy winning those mid-round scenarios.
Certainly are, but as you mentioned, Corvidae getting that mid control once again. Whether or not they're going to be able to utilize it is the main question here. They're just playing slow and steady at the moment. Steege is going to be blocked off by this smoke, but Does look like they're sort of trying to make their way towards the B-bomb side. Urkar spotting in towards the window. Isn't going to see anyone here, but Havoc might be in trouble. Urkar's going to miss the shots, and I mean, he did a little bit of damage, but a little bit of damage in that situation is not enough. He needed the kill, especially considering Gratisfaction goes down and Legacy find themselves once again in a player advantage situation.
Not only that, they have the utility advantage. No smokes on Corvidae, so they're not going to be able to smoke off any areas, so they make their way into the bomb site. Buster pushes up, grabs the bomb at the top of B apps, and now it's a 5 versus 2 with the bomb locked down in a very concealed choke point. Lights, they're picking up another one. Urkar's trading out, so it's just Urkar left alive on B short, but everyone's circling in. They've got 3 players coming from him here.
Yeah, this is almost an unwinnable situation here for Urkar, and I mean, he's been a little bit quiet here, but you know, if he comes back and picks up something interesting in this round, it might be the start of something interesting for Corvidae here. He's got another good opportunity, a low player. It is Ofnu, I believe.
He's just dancing. And it works out in the end, and he was just dancing, waiting for Havoc to pick up that angle. So, really good small teamwork in there in terms of not letting that weapon get out of their hands, and that's going to allow Legacy to keep building up the bank here. We've got 5,000 on 3 of the members, 4,000 on another, and 1.5 on APOC to boot. So Corvidae again buying into that. That's the round loss bonus is coming in. The 5 round loss, 3,400 for each loss, and plus extra 800 if you manage to get the bomb down, which has been a bit of a sticking point for Corvidae as well. So not getting any rounds on the board and not putting their bomb down and even having an opportunity to try and defend it.
Yeah, I mean, really across the board, it's not looking too good at all for Corvidae. They haven't been taking many guns out of the hands of Legacy either, so Legacy are starting to build up this incredible bankroll as well. So heading into the sort of the later stages of this first half, Corvidae, even if they were to get to sort of like 5 rounds from here on, it would be a pretty good result considering the position that they found themselves in. And obviously this round here would be quite crucial in that objective. Obviously a bit of a pause by here, and it is APOC to start off there, picking up Steege. Havoc and Ofnu chiming in. A double kill for Ofnu, and Corvidae just getting absolutely destroyed once again. Ofnu with the triple playing on that A-bomb side, and it didn't even look like Corvidae were in that round at all. Looks like we're going to have attack pause coming out from Corvidae. It's probably a good time for it.
Lucky is the coach down here for Corvidae as well, and there are organisers sitting behind them as well. So they're very well invested into this round there, into this LAN event, of course. But at the moment, it's looking pretty dire. And when you think about the caliber of opposition they've come up against thus far, XL5 and Incept are definitely a step down, particularly with the form that XL5 have been in. Not necessarily the experience that team has, but at the moment, they're not putting up the numbers they should be. So moving on to Legacy, who were a little bit slow off the marks today. Against Incept, they got 11 or 12 rounds, was it? Incept got on Legacy? 11 rounds. You wouldn't expect that. A Legacy in full flight against Incept would be...
Actually, no, it was 12.
It was 12,
but, yeah.
But Legacy in full flight against Incept, you'd be expecting a margin like a 16-5 based on the experience and the potential that those players have. I mean, the skill cap on Havoc and Ofnu is well above what Incept are able to provide. Yeah,
well, I mean, before that game, I was kind of thinking, you know, something like 16-8 might be on the cards there. Obviously, Incept were able to do better that, but in the end, it was Legacy to reign supreme. And now Legacy, I guess, really have sort of started to kick into their gear. I guess they're slow to start off, but making their way through the tournament, starting to peak when it matters.
Well, this isn't when it matters, necessarily.
Sure. I guess they've already confirmed themselves as a spot in the finals, so really this is just playing for seeding. So
exactly. Well, they want to avoid that matchup against Chiefs, potentially. So if it all goes to what we expect to play, then they will avoid Chiefs, Legacy, that is, if they're able to win this match. So pistol buy coming out for Corvidae, just armor on Urkast, and again, it's a pretty, well, this is again, like we saw last round, basically a no information execute onto a site. And Havoc's up there with the AWP. He might get a little exposed here if he's not too careful.
Yeah, Corvidae will probably just be hoping for a bomb plan here. They're trying to draw some players from Legacy over towards that B bomb site. There's a single smoke, I believe it was, going over into the A bomb site there from Steege. And actually, there's still a player there for Legacy. It's Ofnu. Actually, a rotate coming across here from Corvidae as well. So this could be interesting. See how this works out. It's 3 versus 4, but Corvidae making their way onto that A-bomb site. They do get the bomb down in the end, and really, I guess that's what they wanted out of this round. So they did get what they needed.
Steege not really, he should have been sitting back into that corner of the bomb site, the goblin corner there, rather than exposing out and whatnot. So exchange of frags comes through. He's been spotted and taken down by Offnu, closing off the round, bringing up the 10th for Legacy. But really, that was a pretty good eco.
It was.
I mean, with 2 guns left, they keep the AWP, which is nice for Legacy, but with the extra bomb plant and the extra money, look at it now, huge. So AWP will come out with gratisfaction. So he's tried in mid, he's tried at B, hasn't really gotten any real picks on this T side, and that's a pretty big part of their gameplay, Corvidae's game plan. So he should be looking to try somewhere else potentially.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's going to go back to that B bomb site. Waiting for him there will be light step soloing it on this instance, and aggression coming up the top of mid from Legacy.
Yeah, good flashbang is going to catch Offnu off guard, and Urcast actually managed to find Buster. Gratisfaction as well, taking out Lightstep. This is looking okay for Corvidae, 2 for 1 at the moment, as we do see Offnu manages to take down Urcast, but still the player advantage in the favour of Corvidae. And
they're a little bit paranoid that there's an extra player on this side.
Yeah, I was just wondering what Stage is
well, they only took down that 1, so they're thinking that normally there would be 2. So all 3 players from Legacy for the retake are now sitting in the shop area, and they've picked up the first kill as well there, so it's a 3 versus 3 for the retake.
Post-mine positions here for Corvidae aren't the best, but they're not awful, so we'll see what they can make out of them. 3 for 3, it's going to be Gratisfaction, has to hit a shot here, doesn't manage to land it there, and both these Legacy players now managing to get their way onto the bomb site, but Offnu, oh my lord, Gratisfaction, that was not a good shot at all, and that could potentially be the round here for Legacy. We'll see what Offnu can do. Seems like the rest of the Corvidae players have managed to cover Gratisfaction's, a little bit of an error there, and this should be going in the way of Corvidae, but really that's a shot that you definitely need to hit, especially in that 3 versus 3 situation.
Yeah, well, got away with it there, and they picked up their AWP as well, so that's going to work out all right for them in the end. But they're going to have to avoid losing this round. If they lose this round, they'll get their money reset, and they're going to be able to buy in the 14th round. And then really, you're going to look at probably look at a 13-2 almost, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, this is
at least a 12-3. So
this is a very important round coming out here for Corvidae. This is basically do or die for this first half.
And indeed the map as well.
Almost,
I know,
yeah.
Well, I know they're on the tougher side in terms of typical bias for the map, but if they can get 10-5, that's going to go a long way.
Yeah.
For them to just stay in, get a little bit of momentum and a sneak in, it's not going to be the confidence that Legacy will get. Anyway, they're trying this B execute yet again. 1 player lurking in mid, which is Urcast.
Yeah, the smoke down in apartments actually Corvidae's, and they're going to rush through it. Steege will find 1. It is APOC, though, to take out Urcast on the lurk. Steege managed to find a double kill on the entry towards that B-bomb site. Really good news for Corvidae in that sense. They've got the player advantage once again in this round. They were able to close it out from the last one. Let's see if they can do it again. It's a 3 versus 3 retake situation on the B-bomb site. Here we go. It is APOC and Havoc trying to get there, but really nice position there coming out from APOC. Is going to get the back of Alistair. Picks him up. Havoc as well takes down Inns, and the retake there for Legacy is going to prove successful. The economy reset will come out here for Corvidae, and well, that could be the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Corvidae, I suspect. Well, it's a little better than I expected. So they've got 6.5, and they had 7,000 on Alistair as well. So they've dropped the AWP. They're going to have 3 AKs, AWP, and the Galil on Gratisfaction. It's interesting enough, Ints running with the AWP rather than Grat. So perhaps because he's been fluffing in a couple of his shots there. So it's not a bad idea if you're not hot. Give it to somebody else and give them a crack. I assume is the thinking there.
Yeah.
Legacy, you notice they've put 2 towards B at the start of the round because Corvidae have gotten both their rounds from attacking that B-bomb site. And they've been hitting that pretty hard. So Legacy adjusting to what the limited success that Corvidae have had thus far.
It seems like Corvidae really sort of placing a lot of a premium on this B-bomb site. I mean, they've gone towards A a couple of times on their ecos, but as you mentioned, yeah, there is that lurker on the A-bomb site with the bomb.
Steege sitting on is alone on the ramp here, and Legacy are known to being a little bit of aggressive at times, and if APOC push through here, he's not going to by the looks of things. And successful mid-lurk, in fact, coming up through the connector now. So this A-bomb site's going to get pincered on pretty hard here. Havoc getting the first kill, so Steege going down, and they're going to be able to get in.
Yeah, they certainly are, and there we go. A couple of entry frags coming out here for Corvidae. Gratisfaction and Inns finding 1 apiece, but Urcast takes down Gratisfaction with the Molotov. That's a little unfortunate there for Corvidae, but still, a 3 versus 3 is a definitely winnable situation here for Corvidae. Though, having said that, Offnu picking up that 1 onto Inns is going to make things a lot more difficult. Alistair does respond, gets the trade onto Offnu. Good news there for Corvidae, but, well, it's just trades across the board here. Lightstep is picking up Urcast. Now a 2 versus 1 here for Alistair to work with. Doesn't have any utilities, but the good news is at least he's got the bomb down here. The defuse is going to come out here from Legacy and Alistair
opting out.
Saving. Interesting.
Like an unwanted spam email, unsubscribe to this round. I'm out of here. I'm going to save that weapon for the following, which does mean that he can drop an AK for somebody, and he'll be able to buy himself another one, and well, be a flashbang and a smoke, I would expect in this scenario. So 12-2 the scoreline. Not good news if you're part of the murder for Corvidae.
No.
Not good news at all, and they're spreading out a little bit more of a default in their approach this time. They're deciding that B-bomb site, whilst has been successful, is not going to continue to be successful, and Legacy have appropriately adjusted.
There's an entry frag coming out there for Corvidae. It's ins to pick up Ofnu. Having said that, though, Havoc is going to find Steege, and also finds Urtcast. So Corvidae really just bleeding players at the moment to Havoc. He's doing a good job with that AWP, making things difficult for Corvidae. They have got a little bit of control towards the A-bomb site, but you can see Legacy really just circling in around them. They're coming from CT, and they're coming from mid, and having to find another one. That's 3 for the round so far. And this could be looking towards a 13-2 first half in the favour of Legacy. Buster has spotted out a player in mid, but Ins will win the duel.
2 versus 2 now, as Gratisfaction picks up one as well. So they're not all done here. If it picks up a second, starting to come alive late in this half.
It's down to Havoc. He needs to ace.
He does need to ace, and he doesn't do it. So third round for Corvidae. That's giving them a little bit of breathing room. Not much,
no.
I would say. The minimum amount that you want, really.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's a pretty impressive half from Legacy. I'm CT, sure.
Certainly is.
315 for Urtcast there, you can see on the screen.
Yeah, and that's, I guess, the difficulty here for Corvidae. I mean, you know, typically when we talk about Corvidae, the top fraggers are, generally speaking, Gratisfaction and Urtcast. And obviously you can see Gratisfaction doing okay there, but even we felt like he's a little bit off.
Yeah.
And obviously to see Urtcast down the bottom of the scoreboard like that doesn't spell good news at all for Corvidae. Having said that, though, heading into the second half here, things could change.
Yep. New half, new mentality. You'll never see what will actually come out. And it's going to be an A-quick push, and Legacy have taken the site here, but getting the first kill is Gratisfaction. Urtcast rotating long all the way through T-spawn as well. And a knife kill coming out from in. So this is really good for Corvidae, because not only is it a probable win, I can't imagine Ofnu being able to pick up this one. He does do a lot of damage onto Alistair, though, but they know his position, and he's really stuck in a little bit of no man's land here.
Certainly is. I mean, this is an almost unwinnable situation, but, you know, he's got a couple of low players there. If he gets one shot on towards either of those, they're going to go down, and then, well, Steege goes down. So 3 versus 1, and 2 easy kills here for Ofnu if he can land the shots. So, you know, you say it's difficult, but it's certainly doable here.
He's got more angles to watch than a compass here. And he's just trying to play. He's got 45 seconds to go, so he's going to try and get that bomb down. He is going to get the bomb down. That's really good news, economy speaking, but he goes down as you would expect. So Corvidae picking up their round, a desperately needed pistol round for them. They're going to pick up their 4th round in total. But the problem with this is that Legacy are going to be able to put quite a lot of pressure on the economy of Corvidae.
Yeah.
They will, interested to see what they do. I would imagine that they will eco this one and then buy properly in the third round of this half. So it'll be 12-5 after this, and they'll buy in that 3rd round, and that's going to make it pretty awkward potentially for Corvidae because he can't quite get that economy established, so you're going to be able to buy twice in a row, and you can even barely on times afford proper guns and utilities. So
yeah, well, important round coming out here for Corvidae just to keep their momentum rolling, and they've started off well. Ins and Gratisfaction finding one apiece. Gratisfaction is going to spot another one out. Nice headshot coming out onto APOC. We see Ins chiming in once again with the double kill there. Very nice round coming out there for Corvidae. That's exactly what they needed to do. Didn't lose a single gun. And they'll head into this next round with a reasonable amount of bank. Obviously, not too keen to rebuy some new weapons, but obviously next round after this one, they'll have that opportunity should they require it.
Yeah. Upgrading now, so Gratisfaction's gone for the M4. So he plays mid on CT, and we can see him going towards that window here. Legacy opting for 2, what looks like to be a little bit of presence towards B in terms of APOC. He's just actually moving through underpass now. So based on where the bomb is, and we've got 2 at the top of mid, 1 coming through underpass here. They're going to try and take mid and then split their way onto the A bomb side.
I think Gratisfaction might have spotted him out there. Alistair is going to find Havoc in the meanwhile up in Palace. So already another start here for Corvidae, and this is what they need to be doing. They need to be getting those early picks and getting control of the round early, because obviously we know Legacy so strong in those mid-round, late-round situations. It's looking good here for Corvidae once again. A lot of damage going across to them, but still, I mean, when you're losing only one player at this point in the round, you'd be feeling pretty comfortable. Bomb has gone down, though, for Legacy, interestingly enough. They found themselves in some pretty reasonable post-plant positions. I think it's planted for short. I can't see, but regardless, it is going to be Alistar to pick up APOC, and the final player, Lightstep, really shouldn't have much of a chance left in this round. Does manage to get the double kill, but the bomb actually wasn't planted for short. So
getting a couple of kills there is important as well, because that's going to be, well, 3 rebuys that they have to do in this round. So whilst we know that Legacy, or they can opt to run for the pistol armor, and that's a good choice in this scenario, because the Tech-9s are such an improvement over the Glocks and no armor that if they get a couple of kills here, it's not allowing Corvidae to establish themselves in the game over a long period of time. They're going to be a struggle to rebuy, particularly as Greatest Factions bought the AWP as well. So just a straight A execute on the cards for Legacy. No info, all in, get the plant, do as much damage as you can. Doesn't even matter if you lose this round.
Yeah, I mean, they've still got a huge round buffer as well.
Yeah.
So
They'll be up by 5 rounds after this one. So in comes the execute, smoke's going off the top there, and they'll make their way into this A-bomb side. All in, all together. Let's see what Legacy come up with.
yeah, they're going to have to push through this smoke, going to make things a little difficult. But having said that, Havoc will find the first kill there onto Inns. Could be the start of something dangerous here. Alistar in a nice position, almost gets a double kill, but Greatest Faction is there to pick one up. So a 2 for 2 at the moment here. Legacy are going to be able to get that bomb down in the smoke. It's Havoc who's got that one down. Urcast there will find Buster, and Steege picks up Havoc just after he plants the bomb. It's now down to a 1-on-2 here for Offnu once again. This time, not going to be able to do a whole lot. And the round goes to Corvidae. Still, not too bad of a round for Legacy. They get the bomb down, and they get 3 guns out of the hands of Corvidae. Obviously, Corvidae going to be able to keep that AWP here, but still, that's a lot of economy damage going over for really a minimal investment from Legacy.
Yeah, well, it's a net win, because they pick up, I mean, look at that. They can afford AWP for Havoc easily, or Lightstep if he wants it, or even Buster. 3 players who are all adept with the AWP. Alistar had like 10k at the start of that round, but you can see he's had to buy up. And Corvidae, they're putting a lot of stock into this round, running with a double AWP. Not sure whether it's necessary just yet. They've been pretty good to adapt to what Legacy have done thus far in this half, using just the M4 setup and the single sniper. So Havoc has the AWP, and he's going to go Palace. Picks up the early kill on Inns, who was pushing there. So he was looking for info, trying to get it into an angle that Havoc wasn't expecting, and Havoc was expecting it.
Yeah.
He saw it coming.
Certainly did. I think, you know, I mean, Inns pushed into Palace last round as well, so sense of deja vu perhaps there for Havoc, and he learned from his mistake, picks up the kill, at least this time, and it gets the advantage in the favour of Legacy.
And they're just rolling with a pretty standard play here. They've got a pick from the A-bomb site, and they're rotating back on the A-bomb site, and they're going to go for that. APOC's lurking through in mid. He's got no utilities on his belt, but he's got a pretty reasonable location to work from. So he's going to be the man who's going to try and flank any potential rotates from Corvidae and cause havoc in that scenario, whilst Havoc's going to come from Palace as well. But the main hit's going to come out 3 from the A-ramp. So APOC getting that first kill on the rotate there, and this is just going to, it's all on, it's on Greatest Faction, in fact, I think it is, rolling on the back of the A-bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't get a quick pick here, I would suggest probably backing out, because they really want to keep that economy as intact as possible. If they get broken, you know, things are really not going to be looking too good here for Corvidae. Greatest Faction did manage to get one, but Steege goes down. They've picked up a double AWP here. They managed to save it. Greatest Faction actually picking up another one, but again, there's no way they're going to be winning this round, so there's no reason to be peeking at all. And I think they should just be falling out here. Like, it's sure, you can take some guns out of the hands of Legacy, but
yeah, so this is the change, the bomb timer change. So the 40 seconds rather than 35. That extra 5 seconds that Valve implemented basically allows you to hang around and see if your opponent makes a mistake, and you can capitalize on that. So that's what they were doing there. They're just waiting to see if they can get something. And when it was decided, the decision was made prior to that, that they're not going to go for that round, and they're just going to go, we'll see what we can get, because if we pick up, 2 quick kills, and all of a sudden we're in a 2 versus 2, we've still got plenty of time left. We're able to attack that. So I'm actually a fan of that slightly longer bomb timer for those sorts of reasons.
Okay. Well, I mean, in the end, Corvidae do manage to escape with that double AWP setup. So that big investment that they put into the last round has managed to, I guess, in a sense, transfer over to this one. Obviously, they had to rebuy a few M4s. but really the expensive weapons were still in the hands. And look at this, Legacy starting to make their way on towards that A-bomb site. No kills coming across just yet. They've actually gotten in without losing a single player. As I say that, though, a triple kill comes out for Inns. Alistair picks up one, but there's a quad for Inns, and that is going to be a big boost for Corvidae because the economy reset's going to come out here for Legacy. And this is going to be another couple of rounds surely in the bag here for Corvidae. Get that scoreline much closer and put the pressure on Legacy. Yeah,
so they're going to pick up one here. Legacy have got enough to buy some extra pistols on a few plays. Buster picking up the Deagle here, the most on that team. Still running with the double orb setup. And you can see the A-bomb site really not very effective for them. So Legacy are opting towards the B-bomb site straight away. 2 players waiting for them there. 2 players in mid for Corvidae as well. So
Steve needs to be careful he doesn't get his head popped off there, but finally gets himself in a position. The spray down coming out there. It's a double kill for him, double kill for Urcast, and that eco round just falling apart there for Legacy. Obviously they didn't expect too much, but still, I mean, you want to kind of at least feel like you're in the round. We'll see if Opnu can do anything. Does manage to pick up Urcast there, will retrieve an M4. That makes him a little bit more deadly, and didn't actually lose any HP in the process either, so might be able to put a little bit more damage into Corvidae. As I say that though, it's not going to happen. You can see Corvidae, or you could perhaps hear Corvidae, quite pleased with that one.
Yeah, so probably not the best time to try and banter across the room when you just shut down an eco slaw.
Yeah, get wrecked.
But you know, I think he's new to the coaching thing really, so we'll allow him to settle into the role. But both those last 2 rounds are both very convincing for Corvidae. I mean, it's been pretty much a clean sweep, and that's really good for Corvidae, not just in fact in terms of weapons that they're gaining in that economy, but also the mental advantage, that confidence that's going to give them that they are, look, you know what, we got slammed in that first half, but we are fighting back, we are in this game, and we're here to stay.
All right, risky times for both teams here. Steege is going to find one there onto Ofnu. A good start for Corvidae, and they are really starting to make this comeback look perhaps real. Urcast gets a double kill.
Wow.
As I was speaking, and now 2 versus 4. We've seen Legacy in a few rounds against a couple of the teams in the regular season manage to come from a 2 versus 4 situation. We'll see if they can do it here on LAN when it really matters.
Yep, but unfortunately, Ian's taking down the first. Urcast picking up his 3rd for the round, I believe it was. So he shut that down. That round win was solely on Urcast because there was, I think it was 2 Legacy players with the bomb pushing into the B-bomb site. He was solo there at that stage. And I think they're playing just on either side of the smoke there in the B apps area. If he doesn't get those kills, round over, Legacy win.
Yeah.
So great play from him. And now Legacy just opting to go back onto the A-bomb site. Hard, fast eco here. And they catch Insout off guard here. And he is stuck in the A-bomb site right at the back here. But gets the first kill and the second. Third as well.
That was really nicely played there from Inz. He knew that he was caught out, fell back. And obviously came back with a vengeance, picking up that triple kill there. And Corvidae secure another round here. And Mike, I'm starting to get my hopes up here for a couple.
You're starting to believe?
I'm starting to believe here. Corvidae, could they come out in first place from groups? It would be such a massive upset here up against Legacy. And, well, if I was Legacy, I'd be getting a little bit hot under the collar.
Yeah.
So to speak, so...
Well, I guess this is where the experience of Legacy is going to have to come through and play for them. They've got a lot to draw on, and they're going to need it here as Corvidae are launching an almighty comeback. That is certainly for sure. Double AWP set up for them again. Gratisfaction and Alistair in this instance, and a lot of mid presence now. So Legacy, they're trying everything. We've seen B hits, we've seen A hits, we've seen splits onto A, and things aren't working for them. So now they're just going to try and take middle and see what happens from there.
Well, that's going to help them there. Steege going for a...
Perhaps getting a little predictable.
Yeah, an information push coming out in towards the B apartments, and doesn't work out for him. Also, Gratisfaction dropped down to 31 HP, so Corvidae wounded, licking their wounds in this round, but still, I'm sure they have a bit of bite to go with their bark, even though they're not really... I mean, that doesn't really make sense because they're crows, really.
Yes.
But still, I'm sure that it works.
Bit of bite to their crow.
Bite to their beak.
Yeah. Anyway, Urcast trading off a number, so bringing the evens back to it. 4 versus 4 now. 13-11 at the scoreline. It's the best of one. The winner of this match going through in first seed. The loser going through in second seed to tomorrow's final day here at the Australian Technology Park for the Mwave CGPL Autumn 2016 season. And they're going to try and move onto this A-bomb site. They've got members up here coming through connector, and it looks like it's going to be successful in terms of getting into the bomb site.
Yeah, well, holding the bomb site is going to be the other thing. And obviously, they have Inns to contend with in that CT area. He's been a massive stand-up player for Corvidae on this second half. There's a couple of trades going across. It will favour Corvidae. They pick up a few in the end there, and it is going to be APOC in that 1-on-3 situation. And they didn't even manage to get the bomb down there at all, Mike. And, geez, it's starting to get loud in the Corvidae camp here.
Yep.
A few red faces from the management as well.
Yeah, so, I mean, now it's 13-12, and Legacy are going, well, we've lost the last 5 rounds in a row. We've only won a single round in this second half. The attack pause has come out, so Legacy are actually, they're a little rattled here.
I mean, look, attack pause here is a good option.
Oh,
I mean, it slows down the momentum for Corvidae.
Yep.
You know, you can sort of get back into
you sap a bit of the heat out of the contest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like as much as a reset as you can get.
So even if Legacy don't have anything to even discuss here, which they probably should be having some.
I can imagine they'll come up with something.
You know, like even if there's nothing they want to talk about, they can just use this time to reset everything and clear their heads a little bit as well, because I'm sure the adrenaline is getting to them as well a little bit.
Yeah. We are live.
Short pause.
Yeah, short pause. So just discussing probably maybe just come, hey guys, look, settle. All right, we can do this. We're the team to beat here. Corvidae are challenging us. It's not the other way around. We should win this. Have some belief, have some confidence. Let's do it.
And they're risky from Corvidae. Look, they've got 3 up in towards mid, 2 on short.
Yep.
Only 1 on that A-bomb side.
It's
and Legacy.
Ints again playing from CT spawn, yeah.
I mean, Inns has been playing fantastic in that CT spawn area, but you can't rely on him to get a triple kill every round. Gratisfaction has made his way across towards the site, doesn't manage to land the shot there, but there's an easy kill for him as the bomb gets planted, or attempts to be planted there by Lightstep. So a good start for Corvidae. This is an important round for Legacy. They've managed to force up. Havoc is going to be able to take down Steege there. Down to Inns. They lined up for him, but he only managed to get 1. Did a lot of damage to Havoc there. The bomb is going to go down here surely for Havoc. The bullets raining around him through the box, but he gets it down in the end there. Alistair finds 1 now. Buster and APOC in a 3 versus 2 situation. And it's up to Alistair to try and kill this player in Sandwich. He does manage to get it a 1 versus 1. Gratisfaction gets it. You would think Corvidae had won the round, or won the game even, but really we're still in the game. It's 13-13. Corvidae are so excited, and we're not even, like, they haven't even won yet. Like, calm down. You're making
calm down.
You're making me excited.
Mate, we're still in groups here, and the action's this hot. 13 apiece. Legacy versus Corvidae. Corvidae, the unlikeliest of challenges coming into this season alone, but now they're mixing it with the big boys. They're mixing it with Legacy, a team filled with international experience, and they're on the back foot. The Dak coming out from Steege, nonetheless. So this is, you're almost, it's like a disrespect play. If this works, it's brilliant. If it doesn't work, it could be shattering, not only for confidence, but also economically speaking.
Yeah, so every round here is important. A very nice shot for Gratisfaction. Seems like he's hit his mojo once again. Does miss that one there, and that would have been a very good start for the round for Corvidae, but not going to happen here. They do lose a few, or a bit of damage there, and also lose a couple of players here, so Legacy, another opportunity to pick up a round. Inns is down, he's the crucial player. Gratisfaction gets double kill, but as I say that, Alistair and Urkos finding 1 apiece, bringing it back to a 2 versus 1, and somehow Corvidae just managing to get back into all of these rounds.
We saw how strong Legacy were in the first half with mid-round plays, but Corvidae are just coming up trumps every single time now. This is an incredible CT performance by them. We mentioned before, going into this map, undefeated on Mirage in CGPL's season online, but now 14-13 with easily favoured weapons and the economy to put pressure back onto them as we move into the next rounds as well. Legacy looks like they're out of ideas. They're just going for this A creep play again, which didn't work out for them last time they tried it.
Yeah, and also Corvidae have actually got 2 players on that A-bomb site this time. Previous time, there was only 1, and that was Inns. So now even double the defense from Corvidae on this A-bomb site. Going to make things even more difficult here for Legacy, but they had managed to get into that A-bomb site really without, I think, Corvidae even realizing. And this player in the jungle is going to get absolutely demolished there by Ofnu. Gratisfaction being a huge player in the previous few rounds here, already down for Corvidae, so another fantastic opportunity in this round for Legacy. They've managed to pick up an AWP as well. That's on the hands of Ofnu. And now Corvidae going to have to retake 4 versus 5. Steege is not going to find 1. It's APOC picking up. And Urkos does manage to take out Havoc. But still, really not a good situation here for Corvidae. They need a few quick kills. And it's just not happening. 2 versus 3. They're going to tap the bomb here. And, setup is very good here for Legacy. Obviously, they're going to lose that one player, but Urcast, almost hopeless situation for him in this one, and he's going to have to fall back and go save that weapon. It's going to be 14-14, as close as it gets here, Mike. Obviously, Corvidae, let's have a look at the economy. Well, I mean, it's
easy buy.
I expected that was going to be the case.
Easy buy.
A lot of money.
That Dak, they didn't get a kill with it now. He's on $2,000.
I
Interesting.
Mean,
14
it's not going
apiece.
to punish them too much.
No.
I guess if they lose this round, then it might be an issue. But we'll see what happens.
Coming down to the wire, this one, and don't we love it? And Legacy going to try and do the same strategy again, but this time there's 3 people waiting for them. They got a little lucky with the timings, you could say, but it was the smart play from Legacy to try and creep up onto that A bomb site again, because it was such a defensive status from Corvidae that they didn't even see that. Had the whole area and they had mid and everything. So.
Oh, great position here from Steege. Gets a double man spray down, almost a third. Inns is there for the trade. He gets traded out though, and it's a 2 versus 3 here. Legacy need to get this bomb down as soon as possible. Get that bomb timer working in their favor. Corvidae have a massive rotation, but really, it's not going to hurt them at all because they're going to get here before the bomb even goes down.
And Legacy don't know anywhere. They know where Greatest Faction is, but they don't know that the other 2 players are coming up from behind. They're split up as well, so they're going to try and get them from 3 angles rather than just the 2.
Oh my god, Havoc in no man's land. This player in Palace is going to be an absolutely huge wild card here for Corvidae. He's going to pick up Havoc. That's Urcast. He also manages to take down Lightstep. 15 now on the board here for Corvidae.
This is going to be really tough for Legacy now. They won a round. They lost a round.
Not a whole lot of money on the board either.
Not a lot of cash.
Personally, I want to see overtime.
You want to see overtime? I'd love to see some overtime. But the odds are now, at least in terms of equipment, heavily in Corvidae's favour. 3 Tech 9s, a UMP from Havoc. He is pretty good with it, I will admit that. And then 2 AWPs as well. So opting in now. So again, they get shot over A, so straight onto a different area from Legacy, trying to work through mid now. 4 players on there, and just Buster working towards B, bomb site as well. So Corvidae have quite a bit of presence towards here. They've got 3 looking for it. Looks like they want to push up short, Legacy, trying to get through that way.
Oh, Urcast is flashed out, walking through the smoke there. Alistair is going to find one. It is a trade, though. Inns goes down in response to Urcast with a double kill. Offnu does manage to trade him out back to a 2 versus 3 situation. This has been, I guess, so often the situation here for Legacy. Always down 1 player or 1 or 2 players. Can they manage to make it back? Obviously, breaking that vent is going to give away their position here, but they're playing it slowly. And Corvidae...
It's a risky play. Yep, they're not going to go through the death window there, through CPL. They're going to move around, and they're going to walk onto an unprotected A bomb site, but coming from short there will be one of the AWPs. Probably looking through the mid-con, so they're cleverly walking along the wall here, so they're not getting shot from behind. But there goes Alistair, so it's a 1 versus 3 there for APOC. To be honest, if it was anyone on that team, APOC has got a lot of experience, he could potentially do it, but the bomb is down. He does have 39 seconds left on the clock. The bomb's been completely covered by that AWP as well, but you can just hear that shot ringing out. Obviously not connecting onto APOC there. He will get the bomb down here as well. So, tense moments here for APOC. A 1 versus 3. We'll see if he can do it. Doesn't manage to land the quick shots there, and it is going to be Corvidae. I think someone might have just thrown a phone. But, wow. Excitement across the board here for Corvidae. And they're going to come out of Group A in first place. 16-14 against Legacy. Who would have thought? Yeah, who would have thought? Not I, to be honest. I had my money on Legacy for that map. Corvidae, wow, that's something as well. Huge. And I mean, they're really the Cinderella story.
They are.
It is.
They
I
are.
mean, they've come from
from
the bottom. Now we're here. The whole team's here.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's still a little bit more left in this story, let's be real, because obviously they've managed to get out in first place in the groups, and sure, that's fantastic for them, but heading into towards tomorrow, that's going to be where the real competition starts to, I guess, heat up, and that's the important part, because obviously getting out in first in groups is nice, sure, but it doesn't matter if you don't manage to get to the final. Yep.
Players exchanging good games, of course. Lots of smiles around. So despite going down, Legacy aren't. They're not looking deflated by any measure. No. They've dealt with losses before, on different teams they've been on. But of course, we promised it to you as well. We've had a crack of action now, and now it's your turn to get into the action as well. AK Vulcan is up for grabs. What's the code word?
What is the code word? Mwave?
Still Mwave.
Still Mwave.
Oh, aren't we meant to like tactically give it out so you're not sure?
Well, I think it's a bit obvious by now.
Yep.
Anyway, so spam Mwave in the chat if you want to enter that giveaway. Obviously, our admins will be in contact with you if you do win.
Yeah.
But, wow.
Wow. I mean, this is shaking up the event.
It has.
Because I mean, coming into it, I'll admit that I was thinking there was a sort of a bit of a done deal in terms that we'd see Legacy go through in first place. I certainly expected Corvidae to definitely challenge, but I didn't expect them to actually make the upset. It would, you know, if I was going to pick a team in this group to upset Legacy, it's definitely going to be them.
We said that when we were doing the pre-game for the first game. Which
I didn't have faith. I didn't have belief. But Corvidae showing that, you know, experience isn't everything. That if you have the right system and you have confidence in what you're going to be doing, you're able to, you know, make those upsets every now and then.
I think that's call for some burgers on management for Corvidae.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, certainly. Well, you can't even finish yours. So
I finished my burger.
Yeah, but how many chips did you eat?
4.
Yeah, there was like, 30.
I'm sure people don't want to hear about our eating habits.
Yeah, well, what they do want to know about is the AK Vulcan, so you can hit Mwave. And, of course, we're here at the Mwave CGPL Autumn 2016 season, and we've got a bunch of people we'd like to thank. Jordan.
Netgear, Logitech, Plantronics, Turtle Beach, and AK Racing. They're our minor sponsors. Obviously, our biggest sponsors, NVIDIA, MSI, and AOC. Obviously, we really want to support all of those companies and give a big thanks to them as well for making this all possible. But it's only half the day gone, Mike.
Yeah, we've got the entire Group B action. Well, the entire Group B action. We're going to have 3 matches from Group B coming up on the stream. You'll be able to see what is going to come out later on. We'll be back for Tridents and Chiefs after the first round of the second group, Group B. So make sure you check out Mwave as well, mwave.com.au. They've actually, the PCs that the players are using here, so if you want to play on a PC that's good enough for the pros, and surely if it's good enough for the pros, it'll be good enough for you, jump on the Mwave.
Shots fired.
Yeah, well, mwave.com.au. Jump on there, look at the Ultimate 66, I think it is.
It is, yep.
Yep, and it's a great PC.
Infinite 66.
Infinite, sorry.
Yep.
Nearly got it right. Almost there.
Close.
But yeah, it's $1,337, so it's elite in every aspect, and it really is. It'll get you tons and tons of FPS. You'll be able to click on heads like there is no tomorrow.
Yep.
Like your Corvidae.
Yeah, well.
Not like your Legacy.
The Corvidae story will continue tomorrow.
Yes.
But I think in the second half of the competition, we're going to be following the Chiefs, see how they go throughout their, I guess, through their Group B escapades. But that's going to be coming up shortly after the break. We might leave it there. We've been rambling on for a little bit, but stay tuned because we will have Group B coming up relatively shortly. Obviously, we're going to have a little bit of a break for the teams and players to get a bit of lunch and all that sort of thing. But we'll be back very shortly, so don't go anywhere.